Hello again. We're going to talk about how to find an angle now. Okay, so we found in our last video a missing side, I believe, in a right triangle. And now we're going to find a missing angle. Okay, so there's my beautiful triangle ABC. Okay, ABC meaning the points of the triangle, right? Alright, in this one, what do we want? We want to find angle B. Believe me, you want to find it. So I'm going to call it X. Okay, that's the angle I need to find. And then I'm going to let you know. I'll tell you angle CA. Sorry, side CA. I'll say that's like 11 centimeters. I don't know. Could be. Let's say that BA. That's the hypotenuse, right? So I'm going to call that like 15 centimeters. Okay. And so what we need to find is the angle. So before you found a side, this is totally different. We're finding an angle. But we're still going to use that SOHCAHTOA, or that sine, cosine, and tangent. So here we go. Let's write those back down just real quick. Sine, that's an N, is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine, and you're going to want to drill these into your brain, is adjacent over hypotenuse. And then tangent is opposite over adjacent. Cool. Alright, let's label our triangle, right? If we're going to do anything with this guy up here, we need to label it. Remember, you're going to start with the angle you are given. You might say, Mr. Hammer, I'm not given an angle. You're correct. But we know we need to find X, so that's where we're going to start. So I'm going to draw my arrow across. Whatever's across is my O, or opposite side, right? O, opposite. Whatever's across from your right angle, remember, is your hypotenuse, so I'm going to call that H. And then the side that we don't know anything about over here, BC, this side, it's next to the angle, next door, so I always call that my A, or my adjacent side, right? Okay. Always think like your neighbor at your house is adjacent. They live next door to you. Okay. So here's the deal here. Again, I know nothing about A, so guess what? Let's forget about it. Let's just cross it out. Let me give it a good cross out. Let me give it a third time on that. Didn't cross out. There we go. We don't care about it. What we do care about is the O and the H, right? We want to find angle X, and we know the opposite, and we know the hypotenuse. Well, let's look down here at our three ratios. Guess what? OH is the first one. Sine equals opposite over hypotenuse. So that lets me know I want to pick the first one. You always pick the one that you know two pieces of information about. Okay? So I don't need tangent. I don't need cosine, so I'm going to erase those guys. Okay? Here's the deal. I have sine of my angle. What is my angle? My angle is X, so I'm going to write X down. Equals opposite, 11, over hypotenuse. Your H is 15. Well, this stinks. What the heck do I do here? I got sine X equals 11 over 15. How do I solve that? Well, if you look in your calculator, I know the calculator is hard to see under this video. Okay, you know we have sine, cosine, and tangent. Look above them. You see it says sine -1, cosine -1, and tan -1. Those are called inverses. Okay, when you find an angle in a right triangle, this is only right triangles here, you use that inverse button. So if I was to rewrite this, I would say it's sine -1. Because I made it -1, it means inverse. And what that does is it flips the place of your fraction 11/15 and X. Check it out. 11/15 went next to sine. X went where the fraction was before. Okay. And now you just simply plug this in your calculator. I'll show you. Okay, we're in degree mode, as we said last video. Okay, let's get nice and close in here. Okay. If you hit second and then sine, you're going to notice on your computer screen, and again I know this is really hard to see, it says sine -1, put your fraction in, use parentheses please, 11 divided by 15, close parentheses, equals, oops, made a mistake there, let's fix it, equals, it says 47.16657, let's round to one decimal place, looks like 47.2. What that lets me know over here, x equals 47.2 degrees. So your missing angle x is 47.2 degrees. Figure the rest out.